Hey guys, welcome back to Red Devil TV, and you know what, I'm just going to get straight into what happened yesterday. Yesterday was a whole madness. It was appalling, and I'm just, you know what, I'm devastated. I'm truly disappointed. I'm not even angry, I'm disappointed. And as soon as that game finished, I thought, mate, this is over. Honestly, I really thought, and I still do think that this could be over for Ollie. I do really think that this could be, I think Saturday against Tottenham could be his last game, to be fair. But, you know, let's touch upon the game. Let's touch upon what happened. And as soon as I see that Sancho doesn't start, Pogba doesn't start, straight away I'm like, nah. Even though in my head I clearly thought, yeah, he's probably going to start McFred, you know, because to him, McFred, clearly he thinks that both of them can defend well. Let's be honest, like, okay, we got dominated on the wing. Shaw's left-hand side he got battered there, so did Maguire. There was no communication there. And for me, it's always like, how are we getting worse defensively from last season? How are we worse? Like, it just shocks me. I know this is a different season, right? I know this is a different season. But it was the same in the Atlanta game. We got punished from a sweaty goal. Let's be honest, it's a sweaty goal from our left-hand side. And what's mad for me is that there's no communication from Maguire and Shaw. There's no communication. Defending is horrible. Our defending is atrocious. And again, I look, for the last couple of games, this is what I've been saying to myself. I don't know if you guys agree, but this is what I've been saying. We need Sancho to play. Greenwood, Rashford, Ronaldo does not work. I know Rashford just came back from an injury, but for me, it just doesn't work. You can't have two players on the wings who are not creative. Rashford can create. We've seen Rashford create. He's had a lot of assists in the past. But why did we get Sancho for? To create, to be on the right-hand side. And I know clearly, you know, Greenwood is a generational talent. I know he's amazing. He's going to be one of the best strikers, for sure, in the coming years. But for me, even for him, we're not getting the best out of Greenwood. He's a striker, and he shouldn't be playing every game. He shouldn't. Why do we get Sancho for? To be creative, to create for our striker. And he's not even playing. He's on the bench. He doesn't even come on. And it's like he's relying too much on McFred, right? And clearly his tactic against Liverpool was to attack, because we did see it. We did see our players way too far forward, just like in the Atlanta game. And what's so shocking is how unorganised we are. And that just shows our coaching is non-existent, clearly. Bruno is all over the place. He's either too far forward or he's either too deep. There's no communication. There's no, come on, Maguire's the captain, and you see points in the game where they're not even talking to each other. I mean, look, heads went down. We know it's done. You know what I mean? It's done. But come on, like be a captain. Maguire's the captain, and he's not being a captain. He's not talking. There's no talk. No one's talking to each other. It's just carry on, pass, long ball, and you know what? Yeah. The fact that he put on Pogba in the second half just really showed how, honestly, how much nonsense is going on right now. Because he's putting on Pogba in the second half when you played McFred, because you clearly rely on their defensive work, their ability to break up the play. But okay, we didn't get dominated through the midfield, right? We didn't see the players get dominated, ripped apart from the midfield, but it's because of the midfield that we essentially got battered, because there's no, and I'll say this now, there's no tracking back from Greenwood or Rashford. Forget about Ronaldo, he's 36, of course he's going to be tracking back. He did track back against Atlanta, he did not track back yesterday enough. But Rashford and Greenwood, they're younger, they got more energy. They're gonna need to track back, and they don't. What does this mean? Sancho needs to play every game. Sancho is a natural winger. That's what we bought him for. He's gonna track back. Creativity when we're going forward. And I thought in the first half, I'm gonna be honest, I thought we were actually decent going forward. There were some good passes, but then again, not enough creativity. We're relying too much on individual players to do their bit. Greenwood, shoot. Ronaldo, shoot. Header. Rashford, get a decent shot from outside the box, whatever. There's not enough creativity. That's why we have Sancho there. Same with Pogba, McFred. They're not creative. They're not creative. Solskjaer's essentially relying on these two pivots, defensive midfielders, in a sense, to just break up the play, defend well, and just rely on them. But they're not good at it. They're not even good at the basics. Let's be honest, they're not. We saw that in a couple of these games. Scott has not been good. McTominay has not been good. He's clearly been rushed back from his injury. Okay, he might be fit, but he's not been good. Fred was good against Atlanta yesterday. They were all over the place, you know. But you know what? It's not entirely their fault as well, because they're getting picked where they shouldn't be. But it's not even that. There's no tracking back. Bruno is all over the place. Like I said, he's either too deep or he's too far forward. If he's too far forward and he loses the ball, McFred, they're finished. They're finished. They have not been good this season at getting the ball back, defending when they should do. That's what we've seen this season. And, you know, at the end of the day, this is all going to fall back to the manager and the coaching. And yeah, we're going to talk about Ollie and whatever, Ollie and the coaching, whatever. For me, I'm going to be honest. I think we need to move on. There needs to be a change. We need someone, and at the end of the day, we need coaches who can progress this team. How can we be worse than last season? How can we defend worse than last season? Even with Varane, let's be honest, we conceded with Varane. We've conceded with him, and he's an even bigger miss. But this is much more than just the players as well. We need better coaches. We need a manager who can play the right team from the start. Van de Beek is finished. As long as Ollie stays, Van de Beek is going to go in January. Pogba's not going to sign a new contract. Let's be honest, he's not. He's not going to sign a new contract after not playing the last 2 games. He's going to sign a new contract in this even before the summer. There's no way. He's going to go for sure. It's sad, man. It's sad, and I'm going to do a preview for the Tottenham game on Saturday. But I'm going to say this right now: if he doesn't start Sancho, if he doesn't start Pogba, mate, we're going to get battered again. And I know he's relying on McFred because they have had good games in the past. But we're just beating around the bush now. We're just being too, like, oh, he's just waiting for a miracle. That's what he's waiting for in our attacking players. Honestly, it's not about Pogba, Bruno if they don't work together, because they do work together. We need a defensive midfielder like we've known for the last couple of years, but it's much more than that. It's Greenwood, Rashford, Ronaldo doesn't work. Sancho, creativity. We need more crosses. We've got one of the best footballers in the world who is amazing at headering. His ability to header the ball, his jump. Honestly, like, I don't understand. We're not creating anything enough anyway. I mean, the last 2 games we've created a bit more, but still not enough. That's why you need Sancho on the right-hand side. That's why you need him there on the right wing, and he's not doing that. Like, there needs to be change for me. There needs to be change. And again, I like Ollie. I've supported him, but I think we need something different. And at the end of the day, I've been back and forth in my head and speaking to people. You know, I like Ollie, I really do, but we need a world-class manager. We need better coaching. We need better. How can we look so unorganized? Honestly, that's down to coaching. Okay, players, at the end of the day, they deserve some blame, because Shaw and Maguire, it's like they've never defended in their lives yesterday. That's what it seemed like. And again, it goes down to the same problems. It's tracking back, defensive work, coaching, and at the end of the day, it's the starting lineup. You need to start with your best players. Pogba's on the bench. Pogba, Sancho on the bench. Isn't that 150 mil, 160 mil, both of them? How can you not play your best players? And at the end of the day, without Pogba and Sancho, you're not going to get the best for your striker. This is that lineup he should play. The back 4 picks itself. When Varane is back, I can't wait for Varane to be back. He needs to play Pogba. I'll probably put Fred. If he's going to play a 4-2-3-1, he needs to play Pogba and Fred, right? Rashford on the left, Sancho on the right, Ronaldo up top. That's what he needs to do. But you know what? You know what, though? If he's going to play, if Ollie's still going to be in the job, he's probably going to switch to a back 5, because he's going to panic now for sure. He's going to panic because he wants to keep his job. And for me, come on, man. We need to be for real now. There's no connection in this team. We don't play as a team. Relying on individual brilliance, relying on Greenwood, Ronaldo, Rashford for a shot outside the box or a header or a moment of brilliance. Even Bruno. Bruno's too far forward. Coaching. This is all coaching. Why is he almost playing as a second striker behind Ronaldo? It can't be like that. You need to have organisation in this team, and there's none of it right now. So, like I said, big work needs to be done. But I'll tell you what, guys, I'm going to do a preview for the Tottenham game. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you thought about the game. I just really wanted to release my first video on this channel to give my thoughts and opinions. At the end of the day, I didn't plan this. At the end of it, I didn't really write anything down. I just wanted to go off the top of my head, and I really wanted to do it yesterday after the game. But man, that was, as soon as it went 3-0 down, I thought, mate, this is finished. So yeah, I'm gonna do a preview for the Tottenham game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll speak to you guys later.